Oh, yeah, I don't know about this one. What is a fun fact that most people might not know about you? When I was a wild teenager, that was fun. Yeah, exactly.
It's considered fun, yeah.
I don't know if my parents would consider that fun, but I was a wild teenager.
Is it fun to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so each of these cards has a statement on it. Everybody else has to write on their paddle, yes, that's true, or no, that's not true.
You're afraid of the spelling, right?
I'm afraid of the spelling.
The food I cook and eat ties me to my country of origin.
She has to think about that one.
Right? I have a yes and no.
Oh.
I love Argentinian food, but I love so many foods from other places. Argentinian food is very simple. We eat a lot of meat, so it's meat and salad, meat and something else. And here, I think I incorporated a lot of other flavors.
My mom is very similar. Like, I'm even surprised how she's able to diversify from like Nigerian food. My sister too, she's like making kombucha, fermenting, pickling. I'm like, that's cool.
Spice it up, get more flavors.
Yeah.
You know, my mom's food is the best, of course, but I want to cook at home. I want my own food.
Like I can cook, but then it's not the same, right? When you get it from your mom, and even like a sandwich. I don't know. I make a sandwich, and then she makes the same sandwich, and it doesn't taste the same. With the same ingredients, right? So like, yeah.
I always wanted to come to the U.S. So to me, it was like a dream to come to another country and like speak another language. When I finished high school, my boyfriend at the time moved here with his family to Minnesota. I talked to my parents. I remember my dad was super excited. My mom was in shock. Well, I was in love. I was 19. I came here December 14th. It was like, 2 feet of snow everywhere. That was the first time I saw snow in my life, so I was fascinated. I remember right after the airport, I went to the lake, standing in the middle of a frozen lake. It was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And it took me like 2-3 weeks to find a job. I started working in a restaurant, and I was like bringing waters and cleaning tables or something like that. And I was like, please don't talk to me. I don't understand. It was like, I was nervous like 24/7. Everything was new. Everything was like exciting. So I think the realization that I left my country didn't hit me until like months after,
Why did you go?
That's a good
For sure. Living away from my country of origin has made me identify more with its culture. Yes. So I used to take kind of like my culture and what I had around me for granted all the time. But then I find myself when I'm around with Puerto Rican people, and when I go back to Puerto Rico, I'm
extra Puerto Rican.
Extra Puerto Rican. Like extra Puerto Rican.
I can let it all out.
Yeah, my slang like goes.
So once I was able to meet like Somali people, Nigerians, a lot of my friends are like Vietnamese. I was like, oh yeah, that's what we do in Nigeria.
There's thousands of different stories. So like, getting together and really talking about it, I think is the coolest thing.
Like, we grew up in the same culture, speak the same language, grew up in like a refugee camp. The experience is totally different, like how you see things.
Even like being from the same culture, you can have completely different experiences.
Yeah,
Even people that grew in the same household,
yeah, definitely.
they still have different experience.
But I've noticed right away as soon as I came here that I was treated differently from other people because of the way I look. Even in the restaurant, people were like, oh my God, you look so European. And that's something that I struggled when I moved here, trying to find out what does it mean to be an Argentinian outside Argentina. I remember going back and my mom be like, you're different. And I'm like, what do you mean? She couldn't even explain any words, but Argentinians talk very loud. So we get together, it's like, wow, we talk on top of each other. And the first few years here, I, sort of settled down and I calmed down a little bit. So going back and having family arguments, we don't listen to each other. We argue on top of each other. And I was like, oh my God, these people, how do they do this? And I think I forgot that was who I am. So yeah, the first few years were challenging, going back. I needed to find a balance between adjusting to the culture here and not letting go of who I am.
When you get the ball, you're going to read the question that's closest to your left thumb.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about this one. What is a fun fact that most people might not know about you? A thing that people might not know about me, but it's not fun, it's that I'm a perfectionist.
But it can lead to fun things.
Oh, it definitely does. I mean, it helps me in my work, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. One time, my mom took a mosaic class in Argentina, and she's like, you got to try this. This is cool. I was like, no, Mom, forget it. She's like, no, you got to try it. Mosaics in Argentina are really popular. Like, she taught me, and we did it together. And I was hooked. I loved it. We did a mural, and we added mosaics to it, and people loved it. I don't think I would have got into it if it wasn't for her. I started working as an artist, and I realized that I was competing with a lot of muralists and trying to find places where I could, put mosaics. I was like, well, maybe I should create my own. So I got into sculpture. I was like, if I create this sculpture and then I put mosaics on it, it's perfect. I can do, create something from nothing. And I got into public art about 12 years ago, and it's been an amazing journey. I work with glass, I work with ceramics, I work with tile, anything that you can break and put it together. I am like fascinated by it.
I remember I moved here with a bag with my clothes and $700.
$700. It used to be cheap, I guess, back
I came with $300.
Yeah, and now it's like $700 a night.
So,
Yeah,
That's right. Do you love?
What has been a highlight for you since moving to Minnesota? Well, besides having a child, finding a community, finding my people, Argentinian people that we get together. I feel like they push me through harsh winters in Minnesota.
Yeah, finding a community, your people.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to explain yourself to, where are you guys coming from?
Yeah, and you share the same experiences, so it's really cool.
So it's like,
Ooh, what is a fun fact that most people may not know about you? Maybe that when I came here, I didn't know English. Where I worked, it was only English speakers, so I had to learn quickly. Yeah.
Swim, fish, swim.
Being here, I was able to work in an immigration law office. I remember my first week. This lady was like so thankful. They haven't seen their family in like 25 years. So it was an old lady, and she came to thank the attorney, their immigration status. They adjusted their status. And I was like bawling, like I couldn't stop crying because I was able to come with a visa and take a plane and come with my suitcase and my things. Not so many people have that option. And I realized that I'm very lucky.
We asked each of you to come up with the food from your childhood and give your authentic reaction to it.
Okay, so this is maté. Maté is the tea, and maté is the word. Like maté is something that you go to a friend's house, and as soon as you come in, they tell you want some matés. It's not like you want a cup of coffee. It's like, you want maté? So it's something that is completely engraved in our culture and our personalities, and it's very social. It's like you put some herbs in like halfway the gourd, and then you put the herbs to the side, and then you add the hot water on the side that is lowest to the herbs. You grab the spoon. You have to cover the end of the spoon so the water doesn't go in, and then you stick it in there. We see these social events as something that like fills your soul. It's like, it brings you a little joy, you laugh, and then you like recharge batteries.
Like with family, but also with friends.
Anyone, even people that you don't know. You go in, it's like, oh, you want some mate? Yeah, sure. We never thought of germs, obviously. Yeah. This is something that we never thought about.
It's almost like tea.
It is tea. It's tea, yeah.
In Nigeria, we have zobo, which is hibiscus tea. It has less of a ceremonial aspect to it.
I feel like with the pandemic, there's something, the ceremonial part is not lost, but it used to be like, you have a round and you have to like pass it. If you keep it for too long, they're like, okay, it's not a microphone. I mean, there's like so many things of it that they're being lost because now you have to have your own and drink it differently. Okay. Now, these guys are called alfajores de maicena. It's like 2 cookies with caramel in the middle.
Is so good.
I know, right? I created a group of, I think we're about 100 Argentinian girls now that we get together every month. We call them mateadas. So we get together just to drink mate. Everybody makes their own cookies and stuff. So nice. It's wild. Like we can't even hear each other. But everybody brings up. Well, every time I had some kind of emergency, like, oh my God, I'm suffering, I will like text them. And I think thanks to them, I was able to overcome so much. I am a single mom, and I mean, my kid is my joy. She's a teenager now, and there's a lot of challenges that come with that, but it's just the two of us, and we're very tight together. So I absolutely love that. I love it here. I raised an amazing kid. I felt like Minnesota was a safe place to do that. I'm passionate about what I do. I love my job. In Argentina, I could never do that. Living as a full-time artist, as a single mom, it beats all the odds.
Mustache.
I have a hard time with it.
Mine is martial arts.
You gotta make it clap. Make it clap.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it.
Very good.